Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the post-game press conference for the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 Qualifiers Group A between Team Indonesia versus Team Australia. Team Australia beat Team Indonesia 106 to 51. Australia coach Brian Gorgian and player number 34, Dejan Vasiljevich, have joined us, so may I ask you to switch off your mobile phones. The press conference will be conducted in English. Coach Brian, can you give us your comments about the game?
Well, we came down here into this window with a lot of young guys that we're introducing to the boomer and the boomer culture, and then some senior players that we're looking at for our Olympic in Paris. And again, we weren't trying to run up a score tonight. What these guys were trying to do is play the game in a certain way. And so the focus on both of these games, Korea and this game, as I said, coming into this has been about us trying to move the ball on offense and trying to play the defense that the Boomers need to play in Paris. So really happy with the team tonight. I think in the third quarter we held them to one basket. We played the game how we wanted to play the game coming here. So I'm really pleased with the two games, really pleased with the game tonight, and we wrap this up feeling very good.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Dejan, can you also please give us your comment about the game?
Yeah, no, like Brian Gorgian said, just coming in here, getting the opportunity to represent the green and gold, and we had a lot of young guys and a lot of vets, including myself, to kind of lead the charge, and I think everyone did a great job. Everyone contributed for the limited preparation we had. So, you know, we played a great team in Indonesia, finished the FIBA window 2 from 2, and yeah, now we move on.
Okay, thank you, Dejan. I will now give the floor to the media to ask questions in English. Any questions? First, state your name and what media you're representing.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Adrian from Main Basket Indonesia. First for Dejan, after the 22-2 run in the third quarter, I mean, you've been through the game like this even against Indonesia some times ago. How you guys mentally coming to the fourth quarter? I mean, you guys still hungry or something like that?
I mean, the starting five did a great job in getting things done, but I think we just wanted to get the young guys involved. We had 3 young kids who've never been part of the boom. 6 total debutants, but we had 3 young kids who've never actually been on touch the floor. So we wanted to just get them out there, get a feel for the game. You know, everyone scored tonight, so it was all about giving everyone an opportunity to represent the green and gold proud.
All right, the follow-up question. You with Mitch and Nikkei, I mean, being a great veteran here for them, but I really want to know, can you elaborate more about what is the strong culture that Coach Brian said the other day?
It's gold vibes only. That's the culture that Patty Mills has set with Joe Ingles and Matthew Dellavedova and all those greats they've played. And we're such a tight-knit group off the court. We did a bit of touring yesterday of the beautiful city. We hung out with each other. We have meals together. So it's just instilling, getting to know each other off the court, and then it translates on the court much easier.
For Coach Brian, Coach, I know this is more, like you said yesterday, that this is more you guys than the opponent, but I really want to know what you think about the Indonesian, not only this game, I mean, like you can see like from the other the tournament before in the FIBA Asia Cup. I mean, I know that you're not taking the team, but I think you can see like what should they improve more.
Well, what you're seeing or what you're hearing down there is you're putting a lot of resources into your basketball now. A lot of coaches from overseas coming in and strengthening your local league. And again, I thought the coach tonight did a great job with his team, ran really good stuff. But we were able to switch everything because your team's smaller. And I just, you know, everything. I've done a lot of work in China. I've done a lot of work in Japan. I've been in this region a long time. And when you look at something like this, it doesn't happen. You do this and a week later you get results. You're putting a process in place that is going to grow, and the basketball is going to get better. And I mean, even just to see it, it might take 3 or 4 years before you see any result. But over time, it's going to be better and better and better. And what you hear from the players around, the coaches around, that Indonesia is happening, it's growing, the local league's getting better. And I'd never heard anything about the basketball here on the local schedule until this year. We have an Australian coach here, Rob Beveridge. He's sending messages back here, hey, it's getting stronger, it's competitive, there's crowds here. Talking to Prosper, who played in the Philippines, and I know him well. He's really enjoying it here, and he said the local league is getting stronger. So my word for coach here, for the team here, patience and stay with the grind. Stay with the grind.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah. Good evening, Coach Brian. My name Kelvin from Kompas. Coach, about the selection of the team, selection of the player, which is more important for you? Players' performance in the league or the talent of the players?
Both. You know, what we try to do on these windows is DJ was saying, we're introducing young guys that have worked, and we see you've got to touch them early and let them know the boomers are watching, you're important. So some of these guys are at the center of excellence, and they've been earmarked as these kids, if they keep working, are potential boomers. And then within our NBL, there's guys that have a particular skill. When you put our team together for Paris and you go, we got to have a look and invite them into this to see if we want to bring them into camp for Paris. And it might be our domestic league is getting really strong. And like DJ, our team needs shooting. He's a great shooter. We're limited on bigs. We were small. So we invited, our two bigs here to have a look at. So again, we keep talking about this culture. We want to touch these young guys early and get them around these guys. And our culture is, when he says gold vibes, it's the gold vibe means it's not just the medal, it's everything that you do. Preparation, the film, lifting weights, practice, how you play the game, how you interact with each other. And we want to touch some of these kids that came in the fourth quarter, and that's why it looks like there's no let up. But those kids that we came in were chomping at the bit. They haven't got to play. And some of them are 17 years old, and they get to come out, put on the green and gold, and score a basket. And then it brings them and makes them more engaged with the national program, and the depth chart keeps getting deeper. So it's not just off the cuff selection for this. There's a thought process to it.
Any other questions? Okay, if not, thank you. This is the end of the first part of the press conference. We will back soon with Team Indonesia.
The fans were great. Thank you very much. We really enjoyed our time down here. Hotel, food, hospitality, the environment and the crowd was great. It was a great thing to play in. Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
We now have with us Coach Milos Pijic and player number 13, Caleb Pramod Gemilang. Coach Milos, we would like have your words about the game.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. First, expectable game for me. We play tonight against one of the best team in Asia, and everybody know what Australia respect in Asia. I'm really pleased with the first half. We play against them. Brave, hard game. We give 100% to stop their offense, and I think that was the maximum, our maximum in this moment. Second half, they step up the defense. They press a lot of the ball, and we couldn't organize our offense. We have a lot of problem to organize any set offense, and we have also problem to stop their transition. In last 5 minutes, they score 15 points in fast break because we lost energy. We stopped the run last quarter. We cannot play that level 40 minutes. Obviously. That's it. Nothing big happened tonight. We tried to play our basketball. Everybody knows they are much better team in this moment than us. That's it.
Thank you, Coach. Caleb, your thought about the game?
Bahasa ya, dalam bahasa Indonesia. Tadi hampir sama sih semua pelatih udah dijelasin semua. Saya cuma mau kasih kredit aja untuk semua teman-teman yang membela tim nasional ini gitu ya. Kita harus kasih kredit untuk mereka karena nggak mudah melawan salah satu tim terbaik, 5 besar terbaik di dunia. Jadi ya gue juga bilang ke mereka sebagai senior gitu ya, kalau ya jangan dilupain ini rasanya gitu, kayak sekarang ini rasanya jangan dilupain dan kejar itu pelan-pelan sedemikian gila, sedemikian rupa, nggak tahu entah kalian di klub masing-masing seperti apa, cuma pakai ini untuk jadi batu loncatan untuk kejar itu gitu pelan-pelan gitu. Itu sih kalau tentang game sih hampir sama semua.
Thank you, Caleb. Do we have questions from media in English? A reminder to state your name and...
Yeah, Coach Milos,
media.
Idan from N Basket. Coach, when you selected the players, we believe that you have a specific kind of expectation from them, especially for this game, facing a very big opponent, one of the best not in Asia, but in the world. What was your expectation facing the giant like Australia? And at the end of the game, do you think the players and you meet those expectations before the game? That's my question.
How you mean meet before the game?
Yeah, especially facing Australia, we expect that we're going to lose. But is there any specific like expectation from the players? Let's say you expect like probably we have to limit their not losing by like 50 points or losing by 30 points.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that, especially from the players? Thank you.
Yeah, I tried to explain my players before the game. We our expectation from this game was fight for every 1 point. If we lose 30 points, try to lose 28. If we lose 50 points, try to lose 48. Like that. But it's realistic. We cannot thinking about the win against Australia, but we can think about us. What can we do on the court? What can we how to explain that? Improve in every 1 minute of the game. We start to play. Let's let's play 5 minutes, extend that into 10 minutes. Let's play good 12, 30, 50 minutes. First half was good. Was good. I don't talk about the result, but was good. In second half, they press us a lot. We almost couldn't move the ball to the front court. You agree with me, yeah? Everybody see that. We have to be more realistic. One day we will remember this moment. We will remember the start of this new generation of the Indonesia basketball. We will remember this moment.
Okay, thank you. Satu lagi buat Caleb. Caleb, kita tahu di media sosial bagaimana komentar netizen gitu. Caleb boleh cerita nggak bagaimana situasi di luar ini memengaruhi situasi di dalam nggak? Atau apakah Caleb juga memberikan, seperti tadi Caleb di komentar pertama mengatakan hal itu, ada juga nggak, entah itu dari Caleb, entah dari senior-senior yang lain atau para pemain yang lain, bahkan yang bukan dari pemain nasional pun gitu, yang tidak terpanggil, memberikan semangat bahwa bahwa apapun yang dikatakan oleh orang-orang di luar, ada sesuatu yang lebih besar yang diperjuangkan oleh timnas. Ada gitunya nggak, Lep?
Ada banyak yang dukung kita ya. Salah satunya Arki gitu. Arki juga kasih video untuk kita gitu, karena dia bilang this is your time, terutama buat yang muda-muda ya. Dan ya kalau ngomongin dari netizen ya menurut gua sih pemain muda, kita kan ngomong regenerasi gitu ya. Terlepas dari gua dan Lester gitu, regenerasi. Siapa lagi sih pemain muda, ngomongnya pemain muda ya, yang sepotensial mereka ini di Indonesia. Terus apakah bisa main di tadi lawan Australia? Tidak mudah juga gitu, karena tadi ngobrol sama Coach Milos juga targetnya di SEA Games. Targetnya di SEA Games. Untuk 3 tahun, 4 tahun ke depan yang akan main siapa sih di tim nasional? Mereka ini gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya dia di klub nggak dikasih minute play, terus di timnas nggak dikasih kesempatan juga, nanti 3 tahun 4 tahun ke depan kayak gimana Indonesia? Apakah akan pakai lagi yang yang kayak gua gitu ya? Kalau misalnya gua juga pasti akan berusaha untuk bersaing untuk masuk situ ya. Pasti ada Abraham, ada semua lah. Tapi untuk ke depan mereka ini akan memegang gitu. Jadi ya kalau gua sih jujur gua setuju sama Coach Milos dengan dia targetnya bukan di sini. Terus 3 tahun 4 tahun ke depan akan ada pemain-pemain ini yang akan jadi kayak pilarnya lah. Terus kalau di tim kan kita tahu lah kondisi sekarang ada 3 pemain asing, nggak bisa dipungkiri lah. Even gua aja minute play kurang, shoot kurang gitu ya. Terus kalau nggak dikasih kesempatan di sini kayak gimana gitu? Kan kasihan juga atau nggak ketempa lah gitu istilahnya. Itu sih paling. Semoga terjawab ya.
Yeah, thank you Caleb, thank you Coach.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Right, thank you, Arya from City Day. Question for Coach Milos. You stated previously several times that the purpose for this team is to regenerate and also to provide experience to the young players. What would you say, if any, are there improvements from the young players that you see in this game that you didn't see in the game against Thailand, and how will you bounce back from this loss for the future games? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. This is not complete regeneration of the team. We try to extend our base because till now we have maybe 10 to 15 players who participate in the SEA Games Vietnam and SEA Games Cambodia. That's not enough. We have 1.5 years to the next SEA Games. The main target for us. That's the long time. 10 to 15 players is not enough. We have on the other side, we have one group of the players who's ready to play on the top level for Indonesia team. But that's only 6, 7, maybe 8 players. Plus Marquise and Derek, very questionable for every one competition. We want to extend that base. I mean, that 7 or 8 players plus 7 or 8 players from this team, and then put them together and make one strong, good team for next SEA Games. That's the plan. Not easy to run that program. Not easy to play with this team, with this talent and experience against a team like Australia or Korea, even Thailand. Thailand is, I don't know you watch the game or not, but Thailand is a very strong team. Thailand is a team who played together last 5 years. They always invite the best team, but they have a three or four players, the best players, 33, 35 years plus. We don't want to do that. We want to think two steps ahead. 2 steps ahead. In 3 years, who will play after SEA Games, Thailand SEA Games? Who will play for a national team? I like Caleb, but Caleb cannot play next 10 years. Cannot. That's the normally. But he can help in this moment, especially help to young players to be better, to improve yourself, to explain them what is the teamwork, what is the big expectation from them, how is it look to play for national team. But in 3-4 years, we need new young players. Who will do that? For me, it's much easier to call senior players to play good basketball. I don't care for 3 years. Somebody else will be head coach here. I don't care for him. Yeah. You understand? You understand me? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Coach. Can you elaborate a little bit more? Specifically with this game, what did you like from the young players who played? If there are any improvements, for example, from the Thailand game?
It's not easy to talk about the improvements after 2 weeks together work and only 2 games. But obviously, they didn't scare before the game. They didn't afraid facing Australia. That's very important. Physical, tactical, and mentally. Mentality of the players is very important in selection. I make selection not only stats. How many points, all that players. No, that's the big process. Can you imagine Yesaya day before the game against Australia or Henrik Jonga? How they feel before that game? I told them in the locker room, it's not easy to boxing against Mike Tyson. It's not easy. You have to be brave to face him on the court. We didn't afraid. I mean, that young guys, that's enough for a beginning.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, good evening, Coach Milos. Kelvin from Kompas. Coach, we know that IBL have new rule this season. Every club have three import players. The quality of the league is improved, but do you think that have a bad impact for the national team? Thank you, Coach.
We need some balance between national team and IBL. I absolutely understand the clubs. They want to be champion, nothing else. That's their target. They have a target. Caleb target in his club is only be champion. They don't care who will play, just be champion. I understand that. But we need to find some balance between that 2 things here. Because I think, on my opinion, on the top of each basketball is national team. In my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
which part is need to fix, coach? The local players to improve their skills, or the coach to make adjustment for the local players to play, give some minutes for them?
Both. I think both. The local players have to work more and harder. Yeah, extra practice every day. But on the other side, team coach have to believe in them. I cannot talk too much about the team. Sorry, but yeah, I'm coaching national team. Sorry.
Okay. That's the end of the last questions. Thank you, Coach Milos and Caleb. The post-game press conference is officially over. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.